True martial arts power comes from within.
Higher.
Using our brains to fight pain, fear, and anger is what makes us powerful.
Power, peace, purpose. Power, peace, purpose. Power, peace, purpose.
Break through the darkness. Ooh, wow. Higher.
Power, peace, purpose.
We're gonna pretend like we're doing our pokes. What's the first thing they do before they give you your poke? They're
Clean it up.
gonna clean it off. So sometimes it may feel kind of cold, so they clean it off, clean. And then we're gonna pretend like this is our needle. So get your pinwheel ready. As soon as you feel it, you're gonna start breathing in that light and blowing out the darkness. Very good.
We are very powerful.
Now just concentrate on relaxing your body. Any pain, any stress, any worries just goes away.
I remember when Emily was born. She was born on September 11th, 1993. When we brought her home, we were giving Carly her own real doll to play with.
Oh, Carly, you're so sweet.
Carly fed her juice from the very beginning.
She was the most scrawny baby you have ever seen in your life, with this squeaky little voice once she started to talk.
Yeah.
And the scrawny legs, the scrawny arms, her face was this little scrawny face, just so petite and so demure. And then when Zachary came along, we had the little baby doll for both kids now. So
Yeah.
both Carly and Emily treated him like he was their new little toy.
Yeah, they were the two moms for Zachary. We had a great family life. Everything was perfect. We were very blessed. We traveled a lot. We have great memories. Life was good.
Till that day.
Till that day.
Any funeral home can acknowledge that a person has died. However, we at Hebrew Memorial Chapel understand that your loved one lived. With a 100-year-old legacy, and as the oldest Jewish funeral home in this beautiful state of Michigan, we are dedicated to the philosophy that grief is not a business. It is a natural and emotional life passage that should be treated with dignity and respect. We believe that it is our sacred duty to provide your loved one with the proper religious care, and at the same time help you, the mourners, create an individualized and modern service in an appropriate setting of your choice. Hebrew Memorial Chapel is here to guide you through all of the details, but will never hurry your decisions. We encourage you to decide your own path for a thoughtful and honorable service that will represent the life of your loved one. The final decisions are always yours to make.
Generosity, character, athletic, philanthropic, cancer, Jewish, sports, kids, raising money and giving it to others in need. In 1984, these were the principles that Alvin Foon used to come up with the idea behind the Michigan Jewish Sports Foundation. Alvin's passion for sports, caring for others, was infectious, especially amongst his friends. It didn't take long before 5 of his friends, Seymour Broad, Mickey Fishman, Billy Jacobs, Myron Milgram, and Robert Steinberg got on board. And together they worked tirelessly to build a small, vibrant organization called the Michigan Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, created to both honor Jewish individuals who have distinguished themselves as athletes within the state of Michigan and to foster Jewish identity through athletics.
Mom, you're a great starter and you're a lousy finisher.
The high sense of anxiety. There's no sense of priority. Everything is really important. So there was a great deal of stress put on myself to do everything right.
I can't tell you how many times I've come home or from school or, and put my book bag down and ran to do something and then it just disappeared. Where is the book bag? Where are the keys? And that happens to everyone, but with people with ADHD, it's a hourly occurrence. Happens all the time.
I always felt like I let people down, like people were always disappointed in me, and no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't seem to come through for them. And that was hard.
Fidgeting, interrupting conversations, losing things, forgetting the reason for a trip to the grocery store, starting projects that never get finished. Everyone acts this way once in a while, but long and persistent history of restless, impulsive, or inattentive behavior may be a sign of adult ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, not just a child's disorder.
It's hard when you're hungry and you don't have a thing to eat and no one's helping you. You get worried. It's not a good feeling at all.
I went quite a few days without food and had to go out in the street and find something for my children to eat. As long as they ate, I was okay.
It's desperation. You just feel so helpless and hopeless. There is no reason why anybody should go hungry in this country.
The mission of Forgotten Harvest is so simple. We rescue fresh food that would otherwise be thrown away, and we deliver it to soup kitchens and shelters all over Metro Detroit at no cost.
What we do is unique because we're not involved in canned products, but perishable products like apples, juices, meats are very difficult for agencies to get a hold of. We charge absolutely nothing for the services that we provide. We have 4 vans, and each of those vans picks up anywhere from 4 to 12 different locations during the course of a day. All of our drivers have taken food safety handlers training and are certified in that area. We have established criteria for keeping our refrigerated vehicles cold, keeping them clean, and the combination of those items have made our products very safe, recognizing their perishability so that we can deliver them within hours to our agencies who need those products.
CF Burger Creamery is a family-owned dairy processor of long shelf life dairy products such as half and halves, whipping creams, coffee creams, as well as making soft serve ice cream products for the food service industry. When we receive products back into our warehouse that have been damaged or short-coated, it's very simple. We just call Forgotten Harvest, and that day they come out with their van and pick the product up. I think it just makes good sense to be able to find an organization where we can be a good corporate citizen and to be able to get a product that is as nutritious as our dairy products are into the community. Certainly makes us feel good rather than just throwing it in our dumpster. And typically that's exactly what would end up happening if we didn't have an organization such as Forgotten Harvest to call.
When people wake up in the morning.
Judaism is a rich, vibrant, and beautiful religion. It's one of the world's oldest religions, rooted in traditions and customs linking past generations to future ones. But Judaism is much more than simply a style of religious observance. It involves beliefs, customs, and traditions which guide Jews in virtually every aspect of their lives. A person in the Jewish community who's lived their entire life adhering to their daily religious practices isn't going to alter those practices or beliefs even if they're no longer healthy. In fact, they may even embrace them more urgently as their health declines. As a caregiver, this may present you with one of your greatest challenges in assisting, understanding, and honoring a Jewish patient with their religious customs and observances.
One of the reasons for this program is to help non-Jewish caregivers who have Orthodox Jews in particular, but members of the Jewish people in general, understand the religious and cultural needs of Jewish people. We have the same basic human needs as anyone else. We need the medication, we need the medical attention, but in addition to that, we have good reason to believe that a person whose religious needs are being met as well will heal quicker and more completely.
think most caregivers realize that there are many paths to health, and while the medical profession can provide.
The reason I'm doing this is very important to me. It's for the memory of my parents, and because there are still people who don't believe that the Holocaust happened. Believe me, it did. I was there. And I'm still paying for it because there's sleepless nights, and the memories are haunting me, that why didn't I go with my mother and be with her in her last moments? I was told many of times that it wouldn't have helped. And how I survived, I don't know myself. It was a sheer miracle. And I hope that it will never, ever happen again. Zachor, which means remember.
When I was 3 years of age, I was taken into what they call a cheder, which is a Jewish school. And they cut off my hair and they left me with side curls. And then after that, the rabbi gave us a couple of pieces of candy. And he said to me that now you're going to start to learn and make sure that your learning is going to be as sweet as the candy.
Once my mother got through with her dishes and put everything away, she took the Bible and read the Bible. The reason why this brings so much emotion is because this was a human being that loved people. That was good.
The traditions and customs of the inaugural date back to the first presidential inauguration ceremonies. The first inauguration set a precedent deep with tradition for all inaugurations to follow, including gubernatorial inauguration celebrations. Today, we take part in celebrating the past and look toward the power of Michigan. Faith, service, opportunity, diversity, hope, and stewardship all have played a role in making Michigan great. Each and every governor has built on the foundation of the one they have followed. Today, we salute those traditions and begin to celebrate the power of Michigan. We, as citizens of Michigan, will be a part of history as you view the inauguration of your governor. Welcome to the 2011 gubernatorial inauguration, brought to you live by the Michigan Cable Telecommunications Association. And now, please welcome Craig Ruff and Rochelle Riley.